Okay. Mal schauen, ob das jetzt funktioniert. Was sehr schade ist, dass bei meinen letzten Aufnahmen im Prinzip der hintere Teil einfach komplett abgeschnitten wurde. Sprich, ich beende den Stream und Twitch speichert die Aufnahme, aber es speichert nur die erste Hälfte und die wird dann auch angezeigt. Das heißt, ich streame 2 Stunden, 2,5 Stunden oder was weiß ich wie viel und der VOD oder VOD ist dann nur 1 Stunde 15. Sprich, aus irgendeinem Grund verliere ich die hintere Hälfte komplett. Ich weiß nicht, warum das so ist. Aber entweder gibt es dann ein Kommunikationsproblem zwischen Twitch und OBS. Ehrlich gesagt weiß ich es nicht. Denn ich habe auch die ganzen Spiele, die ich gestreamt habe, Age of Empires und Path of Exile und so. Das meine ich, habe ich auch schon auf dem neuen Computer hier gemacht. Und da sind die Sachen nicht abgeschnitten worden. Obwohl, vielleicht war es auch noch auf der alten Festplatte. Bin ich mir jetzt nicht sicher. Aber das ist schade. Und ich weiß nicht, woran es liegt, aber ich vielleicht auch mal googeln. Okay, wir werden erst noch mal ein bisschen hier weitermachen. Diesmal hat er sich sogar gemerkt, wo ich stehen geblieben war. Oh, das ist so eklig. Ja, hier werde ich wahrscheinlich auch wieder so machen, dass man diesen schwarzen Balken, den schwarzen Rand, nur bis hier sieht. Und dann da, wo es über das Panel rausgeht, sieht man es natürlich nicht mehr dann. Ja. Ist die Frage, ob man die Panels dann erst zusammenfügt oder nicht. Ich muss auch mal gucken, ob hier diese ganzen Helligkeitseinstellungen, ob ich das jetzt so lasse oder das im Endeffekt schlecht ist. Ich denke, ich werde heute erstmal einfachere Sachen noch machen, weil es schon so spät ist. Einfach rüber copy-pasten, ein bisschen zusammenfügen, dass vielleicht alle Seiten schon mal hier sind. In der Datei. Kann man das alles gleichzeitig zusammen machen? Ups. Ne, geht nicht. Oh, warte mal, hab ich das gelöscht? Tatsächlich mit Backspace löscht man Sachen. Das ist natürlich nicht so gut. Ich wollte es ja nur einklappen. So, nächste Seite. Jetzt ziehen wir sie her. So, das heißt, die nächste Seite, die jetzt kommt, ist im Prinzip besteht aus dieser Seite. Und der anderen vorherigen. Das sind. Ich würde es dann auch gerade stutzen. Because why the hell not? Ja, ich glaube, hier kann man ein bisschen mehr wegnehmen. Ist nicht sehr schlimm. Da an den Beinen ist es halt irgendwie so. Verliert sich die Schraufur so ein bisschen. Kann man ein bisschen vertuschen, dass das da unten so schlimm aussieht. Dann mache ich das hier auch noch gerade weg. Ich muss mir echt angewöhnen, bei den Markierungen mit, warte mal. Ah, jetzt ist es okay. Jetzt habe ich schon eine. So, und wenn ich jetzt Shift drücke, macht er Plus. Wenn ich Alt drücke, macht er sogar permanent Minus. Okay. Und wenn ich Steuerung Shift drücke, wenn ich Steuerung drücke, habe ich den V wieder. Habe ich den Pfeil. Learn something new every day. So, ich denke mal, das hier oben wird man auch nicht mehr brauchen. Jo, so. I just heard an unsettling noise. Oh, wait a second, but this is also not... It's not in the proper position yet, right? Whatever. Oops. Dang it, I'd cut off his head. Well, that's not exactly what I wanted. This may actually be a problem. I don't think it's that bad. don't really like the flow that much. Those three panels feel so disconnected from each other. Like especially here, the arm is very light. It's a very light color. And here it suddenly gets dark. I mean, yeah, here it starts a little bit. I think, but the biggest problem is the face for me. I think it just doesn't look like it's the same face. Like other people have same face problems with the art. With me, it's like I can't stay on model. You would think those could be three different characters. I mean, of course he's transforming, but still. It doesn't feel like it's coming gradually. Like this is a good transformation sequence. First it unravels here, then it unravels here, and then it unravels the shoulder as well. And this is okay, it's coming up here, then it goes here, but like simply the hair, here the hair is like drawn in a much darker tone. And the iris isn't dark. And here, suddenly the iris is dark and the hair is light. For whatever reason. It doesn't make sense. Wait a second. Did I actually do something wrong? Is this even? Should this even go here? I think so. And then this is the next one. Yeah. Let's just plant it. What's happening? What have I just done? What? It's still. Why was there still a selection? Well, yeah, I'll think about this sometime later. Because this page, I'm also not sure how the panel border is going to be. Will it be all the way around here? I mean, this could be a point where you could say, okay, where the arm's coming in, the panel border isn't there. Something like this. Or for the bottom panel with the arm, it gets larger and you have a white background. Would also be an option. Or you just leave it like this. And this is also a very good place to apply this light color. Just a little white. To brighten up the drawing, put more contrast into it. Regarding the contrast, I can also work with black, darker tones. Future. I don't know if I will be able to draw tomorrow. Well, work digitally, edit tomorrow, I should say. Because that depends how I'm going to sleep tonight. How much sleep I'm going to get for the early shift. Right now, maximum amount of sleep I can get is... oh boy. 7.5 hours at max. If I would stop streaming right now. I think we're going for 7 or 6. Or 6.5. 6.5 is the... I think it's the most common amount of sleep I get whenever I go eat. Whew. Now this page is much better. Like, I don't like this fucking panel. Maybe I have some kind of stigma against it, because when I picked up the drawings again, like weeks after I finished drawing them, or even months after I finished drawing them, I was thinking like, did I scratch that drawing completely? Did I even want to appear in the final? Because in the beginning it was, I think, on this page. So I had this, then I had a sketch, and then there's this on this page. I mean, you can see it here. Like, I don't have to talk about it, you can just show it. Yeah. It originally was here. So then it got replaced, because I thought, okay, I should show the unraveling on the complete page so you can see the transition. And then I said, okay, now I have this panel, which is just there, you know, on its own. And then afterwards I thought, okay, let's show this translation. So to say, so I drew this and this and then this. But I think what I was planning to do in between was scratch it completely and just have this page. And honestly, maybe I could even leave it out. Because you can already see his arm. You can already see his arm, which has changed from this to this down here. You can already see that. And then next thing that happens is, yeah, you can also see his head. It's his head and his right hand. And then this is the next panel. Maybe looks a little too naked here already. Like there has too much happened. I mean, okay, yes, the jacket and the arm has been burned off, but it's I don't think it's enough to show the kind of transformation he's going through. Yeah, I really don't like it. Like, this is like, okay, we have some kind of speed. Like, this, it goes here, then it goes here, and then you don't even see him wondering about what's happening to his face. You just see him looking at his arm. And then comes this as the next part, which is also a little bit weird. Maybe I could leave this out completely. Or maybe draw something else. Like for this bottom panel, I could maybe draw something else. A transition that better fits from here to here, and also from here to here, of course. Like, this is also the problem. Because with Henry, a lot of focus is on the hand. That's like the key part, because this is the, honestly, my favorite detail about the transformation is how the symbol really becomes like this outlet, or this, what do you call it, gunpoint? I don't know. Well, it's a tip of a gun, basically. Because initially the symbols look pretty lame. Let's be honest about it. It's just a fucking... One of my architecture teachers said it looked like a shuriken or something. I mean, it's just a star with an angle to it in one direction. And this is just, he called it a... What do you say in English? Man, what do you call these things in English? Well, it's a little piece of, I mean, it's a cookie, yeah. It's a Christmas cookie. I think you can, or biscuit. I don't know. I think it's cookie or biscuit. It looks like a Christmas cookie. Oh, before I say something wrong, I want to check this. There should be a term for it. Okay, the dumb translator says Christmas cookie or Christmas biscuit. The biscuit. The biscuit. Let's go to the smart translator. Look what he says. Okay, it's the same. It's Christmas cookies. Yeah. So yeah, that's the Christmas cookie. That's the shuriken. And yeah, there's no meaning behind those. Or, so to say, the meaning is evoked already from what we know. So that's why these symbols are boring. So you already know what it is. And you don't associate any further meaning to it. But I think now, when the symbols change and still maintain their original shape through the transformation, now that I say that, I mean, with Henry's it's pretty straightforward. This is kind of the shape. But with Lina's transformation, that could use some more love to detail. And I think it will also change. It will also change a lot more during the fight. During the upcoming fight, I should say. So yeah, let's go next. We got half of the pages now. I think I will probably work a good 30 minutes more, then I will close the stream. This fucking wheat coffee? Oh, I don't think that's the right word. Man, is it? Let's check. Getreide. So it's grain or cereal coffee. Wait, corn can also mean grain? I'm sorry? So that's actually good, because otherwise corn would be as British English though. Yeah, because otherwise corn would be pretty much a false friend, because corn, written with a K in German, is really the, yeah, a broad term for all kind of grains. Or grain, I don't know if the plural is also grain. Getreiden. Grains. Oh no! I remember what I was doing here now. I already hate it. Actually there's a very easy fix for it. I just now realized. Yeah, but this requires a little more effort than the other pages. Just a little. And I'm gonna make another coffee. Because damn, it tastes good. And there's just nothing inside. There's nothing that makes you think, oh, I shouldn't drink this, it's unhealthy. It's bad for my teeth. It's literally just protein in this coffee. Protein and what else? I don't wanna make an advertisement for free. Wait, what? There's sugar inside? I didn't even see that. Oh wait, but it's, yeah, it's for the powder. So yeah, one cup doesn't even contain 1 gram of sugar. 1 cup contains 0.3 grams of sugar. So really nothing. Oh, so yeah, but the protein is also actually super low if it's dissolved in water. Yeah, there's just nothing inside. So it's just carbs actually. This is a little bit loud, so I mute myself for a minute. I can do this one. Wasn't that loud. Wait, what am I doing here? Oh no. Did it just crash? We lost. But this is even in the flyer and it still crashed. Oh no. Oh, it didn't crash. Well, time to save the file. Okay, I feel like I'm about to do something stupid here. Like, can this stay the way it is? Of course it can. Just need to overlay it. Like, why was I about to cut something here? No, man. It's... Whoops. Like this. Now we go like this. Now we just remove that for a second. Fuck, it still cuts into the image. Okay. This is where the overlapping part starts. So we just go back, down, there, there, there. Yeah, and the rest of the thingy, just gonna use this. And now we should be able to easily complete the image. Because I want this to come out of the panel, but I want this to stay inside. What's this? Wrong button. Wait, what? So this is this? Yeah. Oh no. What? Super weird. I mean, the borders are going to be removed anyways. Yeah, I think just leave it like this. Doesn't really matter. You can't even see anything. Like, can't tell it's two images. And now we just transform it to one layer. Well, it wasn't that hard. Yeah, I think this is also something for tomorrow. Considering how long I took to figure this out just now, this is how I do all this border stuff and the in-between stuff. I'll leave that for tomorrow. Let's just hope I'm sharper tomorrow. And I'll just continue with the blending of the images on the pages. Okay, got that done. Well, that's easy. Nothing needs to be done about this one. Nothing then other than making sure the transition into the next image is good. I don't think simply adding a border will lead to a satisfying result. Because the laziest way to do this would be just doing this, then having the other page right underneath, just for visual purposes, because this is how it will be read online. It won't be next to each other, I think. I mean, these pages, they should be underneath each other. There's just no way. I mean, it's just, I drew it to be like that. Maybe remove the border for now even. Move the border. Wait a minute, what? Lost. It's fucking shit. Like, how does this even happen? Like, I drew this 10 times in a row so that it would fit. And it still doesn't fit. Like, I have to move this. And I moved it and then... How many times did I correct this? Like, you can probably even see the... Oh man. You can see these lines here, like... How many times I fucking searched for the right line. And it's still not right. Like, this is just baffling. I mean, maybe this is good, but you can't see the line anyways. Like, nothing fits? What the fuck? Alright. I'm sure I was smarter than this. And I probably meant for there to be some space. Like, I already thought about that. That's gotta be it. Yeah, I already... Now it fits. I must have thought of that. Wait, can I move both of these at the same time? Yeah, right. Yeah. I mean, this way it's pretty good. Yeah, that's how it should be. And then what comes next? I mean, sadly there's pages underneath here, so I may need to move them, which will increase the file size of the whole document, sadly. But can't be helped. It has to happen. Like, put all of these away for now. All of these away. And this one underneath. This will ramp up the file size, right? We'll know soon enough. Alright, where's the other? Oh yeah, I remember now what the transition was. Oops. Put this here. Well. Transitions here. This also still feels somewhat awful. I feel like I could have gotten so much more out of that. Like, you have these overlapping vines or ribbons, tapes. You have these overlapping tapes or ribbons or whatever, and then, you know, first it unravels and then it comes together again. And then it's together, and then we see a completely different image. I wanted to have a seamless transition. Like, second image, the overlapping into this. So you can see this head here. But it should be right here already, I feel. But when I tried this, I don't want to show you the pictures. When I try to draw the head behind the ribbons first, so that the ribbons came first, and then draw the head behind it, two catastrophes happened. Because the head somehow had to fit behind them. And especially the thing with the eyes, that the eyes were right in the center of the image and behind those ribbons, behind the gaps where the ribbons are. So this also did not work out. Yeah, so the solution I found for this was I drew the head first in the center and drew the grid on the head. But now this it is its own separate image, and it doesn't belong to this structure anymore in direct sense. Like this is just happening in the background, like some transformation effects, that just gives a theme to the transformation. But wouldn't it be much cooler if the head was just right here, or on the next page behind those ribbons? That would be so much better. But I couldn't do it. Well, I couldn't do it yet. Maybe I will still try this another time. Because what I could still do is take this image, erase all of this, those arcing wing thingies of those ribbons, and try to connect what's here to this. I think it will also end in disaster, because this is just a much smaller grid. So I would have to make some kind of upscaling, or downscaling, however you want to call it. From this to this, it would be a downscaling of the grid. So you zoom out, basically. You zoom out of this grid and you get this. It's not impossible. I could also say, okay, I put some kind of transparent paper on this and then just copy from here, so from the edges where the grid starts. Copy that and then copy the edges from here, and then just see if I can connect these and also make them look good. That would actually be a good idea. Because this just happens in the background. Like, still need to erase something there. Just in the background, somehow just, yeah, we get it. It's a little bit of a transition still. It's just not the main prize. The main prize would be here. if this just worked here. Maybe just scale this head up and somehow fit it in here. But look, it couldn't even be centered because there's no two of those in the center. So it already wouldn't work on this page. What is even happening here? Like, it's so asymmetrical. And that's with most of my work. Like, I had to actually really work for this to get the symmetry down, because otherwise all the stuff I do, there's like very little symmetry and, you know, accuracy to the lines. So this was really a new experience for me to have kind of a panel where everything is accurate, or halfway accurate. So it's not really my style either, which is why it feels like this panel still feels a little alien. Viewed from a distance it looks better. I don't know why. I just can't appreciate it like this. Maybe it needs a border. The border actually makes a difference. Still, it needs the bottom border as well. And this border will also, I think this border should disappear completely. It should disappear into white, because I have these tools too. But then this is very, it's stopping very abruptly. But I think I can do this. It's not too difficult. Okay, let's just continue with this. Because we're almost done. You can see it's whatever, 80 now. 84, 85, 86, so we're 87 now. I mean, the transition with this transformation, with the rest of Henry's transformation, it's also, I mean, when it comes to the composition and the change from one panel to another, it's really not that good in comparison. It's just him screaming endlessly and something happens, and it burns and then something happens, and then the smoke disappears and he looks different. That's literally it. It's not as well funded. Is that how you say it? There's not that much of a thought process behind it as there is here. Because honestly, around all of these transformations, this takes probably the cake. This into this. There's the whole ribbons disappearing, folding again to form something new, and gathering around her body again. Now if I only could make this better, then the whole thing would be. But I mean, this won't be the only transformation they do. It won't be the only, and maybe even during the fight they will also transform a little bit more. So really, I'm always afraid of being too overly critical of the pages and the panels, and because they're all something I have made, and discarding something entirely, I'm really not a big fan of that, and you can see that through all of my works that they have such low quality sometimes that you can really see that I don't like to discard stuff simply. Because after all, that's just part of me. I mean, if I don't love my shitty drawings, who else will? No one. So I feel sad about them. And like a mother to a child, I will tell them, you will appear in my comics, no matter how shit you look, and no matter what anyone might say. You're still something I made, and therefore you will appear. You have a place in my heart, no matter how ugly you are. Honestly, I'm kind of a hypocrite. Like, I discarded 2 of the attempts of this drawing, and they won't appear. Or maybe I should make them appear now. I mean, it's not discarded entirely. I don't redraw them. I think a lot of people will sometimes delete their drawings entirely. And I can go to that extent and say, okay, that's not something I do. I won't ever erase something completely. But Ori is saying, okay, this is the 3rd attempt and that's actually not the original one because I couldn't deliver what I wanted. It's already it's probably the first time I did it in this radical manner. But I've never had those high standards up until now that I have for this chapter. Oh, I think it's time. The end is nigh. Let's just add one more page for good measure. Then I think I'll call it a day. Okay, so now let's see. I have streamed for 58 minutes. So if I'm right, Twitch or the software will cut off the latter half of the stream. And everything I just said will just be wiped away. Because it doesn't fucking record it, sadly. Oh no, what is this? Can't do this. What I've done. Let's remove that. Like this. Now I can place it. Wow, like this page, goddamn. I didn't put it into the scanner properly. I mean, it's not a page that's really bad if I cut a little bit off. Because it's just some random lines going away there. Oh, but this will probably hurt, right? Like this is can't stay like this. So that does actually hurt. Is there a different solution? Of course there is. Again, I'm just too tired or drained to realize what's the right thing to do here. because I can just simply make selection and where the biggest part of the black border is, and just, I mean, it probably only needs to be until there. Come on, man. This, yeah. Now I can just say, okay, we have this here. We copy it, and we go here, and that's it. Could have done it a little bit better. Like, let's say this line's here. Then I just copy this here. Then we'll see that it's worse than before. Just like that. Like, what is this? Like, what is this? Actually done. Okay. Save it. So tomorrow after lunch, or when was it? Oh god dang it, I think it's 6 hours as well. So probably a little bit, yeah, like 2, 3, 4 p.m. at earliest. I need to check. If it's just 4 hours of work, it's fine, but I don't think it is. No, it's... Oh, it's 5 hours. Okay, then we're still in the middle. Yeah, it's Thursday tomorrow, right? Yeah. So 5 hours. That's okay. Alright. For some reason, Instagram disappeared from my phone. Like, the app just disappeared. I don't know what has happened. Like, it's just gone. Let's search it in the Play Store. Like, is it installed? Okay, it is installed. Well, anyways. This was enough for the day. It's too late. Thank anyone for watching. And I'll see you next time, hopefully tomorrow. If everything goes smoothly. Yeah, I think somewhat in the afternoon. Okay, goodbye. Good night. Let's end the stream and hope that it